What the hell is this?
Taxes was so taxing.
Finally, some.
Where is it? Ah, here it is. Sorry about that. But Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 5 is not dubbed in English at all. So those of you that wants to watch it that's English, like American or other English from other countries, can't watch it. You won't be able to understand anything unless you know Japanese. I don't know Japanese. I don't know how to read Japanese either. I'm English. I don't even know how to read and write English and listen to English. So, and I don't do subtitles. I will not watch a show with subtitles because when I'm trying to read the storyline, you know, the subtitles, to understand what's going on, I'm missing the show. You can't focus on the show and the subtitles at the same time. You can't. You're going to miss either one. And if you just watch the show, you're not going to understand about what the story is all about. So you're going to miss the subtitles. So there you go. It's all full of crap. And I tried contacting, let's see, the creator of the comic right here at his website at kmangakoda-.com, and I was supporting him, you know, buying some of his comic pages here whenever he posts them for Rent-A-Girlfriend to keep up, you know, go past the cartoon, but the cartoon for season 5, sorry, it's not in English. It's only in Japanese. Yep. And in fact, I can even show you it. Right now I got a cartoon going, and it's called Hagani. I don't have many friends. I was watching that cartoon because I can't watch Rent-A-Girlfriend. I can't move on from season 4 of Rent-A-Girlfriend to season 5 because in season 5 of Rent-A-Girlfriend, guess what? Can't listen to it, so I can't watch it. So here we go. I'm gonna do a little thing here. Move some stuff around. So I have here a little bit of clanging, and I took my camera down so I can move it. So let's see here. Deactivate. Not sure what device that is. Here we go. Now we got the right camera, because I got two cameras. I can either use my cell phone or I can use my Logitech camera. So I'm going to show you it right here. As you can see, there's my TV, and I got Rent-A-Girlfriend on. Let me see if I can move this a little bit more. Right here. So I got Rent-A-Girlfriend on, and as you can see, season 5 right there. And so we're going to go to season 5, and there's the only episode that it has right there. And you're going to listen to what it has. You're going to watch. See, I can't play it because it says the next episode is not available in English. It's only available in Japanese. So I'm going to play it just to let you listen to it. Let's skip ahead. Skip. So there you go. You got a little bit taste of it. not in English at all. So that kind of, well, it pretty much ticked me off when I couldn't go watch it at all. I couldn't understand. I mean, you can watch it, but I don't understand Japanese talking, and I don't understand Japanese writing either. I only know English and English writing, and that's it. I know a little bit of French, but that goes to, that's this season 5 new episode is not in any language at all, just Japanese. So I messaged the creator of the comic book, and also he's somewhat the creator of the cartoon as well. And I told him, well, since he's gonna have it all in Japanese and I can't watch it, because I'm not gonna do subtitles. Sorry, I don't do subtitles. I don't do that because it's gonna ruin the part where I can't watch the movie, because I'll be focused on the subtitles. And if I just focus on the movie or the show, I won't be understanding what's going on or what they're saying because I'm not reading the subtitles. So there you go. So either he goes and puts this in English dub very soon, or else I'm done with Rent-A-Girlfriend. I'm done supporting his comic book as well, me buying pages for it, because why should I keep on reading his comic book when I can't even watch the damn cartoon? And I'm hoping he would put in the whole cartoon into what he already gets for, you know, his pages. He gets a lot of pages going. I mean, he's way above what the cartoon is. But anyways, and I've been reading the cartoon as well. You know, the comic book. Not the cartoon, excuse me, not the cartoon. The comic book. I've been reading his comic book, so I'm way ahead of the cartoon, so I already know what's going to happen. And already, as it is, Chizuru says that she might be in love with Kazuya, but yet she don't want to date him or nothing. But yet she's willing to go on another date with him on July 11th. Okay, and that she told other people, as you can see here, that's where, like here, this is where she was denying Umi, because Umi said he was in love with her, and he goes, especially after what happened at the barbecue. Remember in the cartoon, the barbecue and stuff? It's also in the comic book. But yet the creator never shows what happened between her and Umi at the barbecue, because Kazuya went to the bathroom, and then when he came back, she was no place to be found. But then she come back up the stairs again. That means she went to a different room with Umi, and Umi says, you know, he tells her that he's in love with her and stuff like that, even after what happened at the barbecue. Yeah, I think this is the right page for that. So I'll even prove it to you. So $3.95. I think it was $3.94. And Kazu's all screwed up about this kiss that she gave him when he was in the cab. So she goes to, right here she's changing, and she's thinking about Kazuya and the kiss that she gave him. And she goes to play soccer with Umi. She gets involved in it, and she does good because she's also a martial artist. So she does good, and then she said that she wanted to talk to Umi. So she did. She goes off and they talk, and he's talking away, but yet he's not listening to her. She wants to talk. And here she goes, then it goes to there. So where was it? What part was it? She's saying sorry. Right here, there was a pot. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on for a minute. See, I get these stupid ads on these other websites when I'm reading about this popping up. Trying to find it. Ah, right here. Right here. Here's the scene. He went to go visit her at a grandmother's place, and she was living with Kazuya there. And also, Mimi was living with her too for about a month because they got evicted from their place because earthquake happened and pipes and gas pipes burst and stuff like that, so it was inhabitable. Nobody could live there. So she went to go stay at her grandmother's, and they came with her. So he was a little bit jealous about that and upset, and he told her so. And then after he goes, I have to admit, I'm a little jealous after what happened at the barbecue too. See, he mentions it right here. After what happened at the barbecue too. And then here she is putting her head down. She don't know what to say, and he says, I'm in love with you, Chizuru. So what happened between them? Did he make out with her at the barbecue and she never told Kazuya about it? Or were they fooling around sexually? But yeah, that's why he says he's in love with her, because the barbecue, what happened at the barbecue. I mean, he already was close to her and liked her as a friend because they're both actors and they're from the same acting school. But anyways, at the barbecue here, so that was a different scene. That was chapter 288. And then here, she's asking questions about Kazuya. But anyways, before we get into this, what did happen at the barbecue? I even asked the creator of this, what happened at the barbecue? You never showed that. What happened between her and Umi? What happened? I think the fans need to know, and also Kazuya needs to know too, before he gets involved with her skeletons in the closet type deal. So, anyways, I like to know what happened at the barbecue between her and Umi. Did Umi come onto it? Did they kiss? Or what? Did they have sex? Who knows? And she's not telling Kazuya, but yet she's telling Kazuya and everyone else that she's still a virgin. At least beforehand at Hawaii and stuff, she was telling people that. But as right now, who knows? But anyways, here she went to go talk to Kibi. And she wanted to ask questions about Kazuya, what kind of guy he is and stuff like that. And he told her again, he's a decent guy. Sure, he's not good for looks and stuff like that. And he's a little bit dumb. But he goes, he's a great guy. He won't do you wrong. And he told her he loves you with all his heart. You mean the world to him. And then he asked her this. Then I got one question for you, because he's outside of the restaurant after they have something to eat, because after she's asked all her questions, he's outside. He goes, then I got one question for you. Do you love Kazuya? And then she's shocked that he asked that, and he's looking, he's staring, watching her reaction and stuff. And then he goes, and she's wondering, what is she supposed to say? Am I supposed to say, yes, I love him? Should I be honest with my answer? That she don't know? Or do I respond, I love him? And it goes down here, and she's thinking about everything about him. Then after that, Kibi is right here. Then he looks at her. Nah, never mind. And he goes, the look on your face says it all. And he says, later. But he never tells Kazuya yet about her asking questions about him. And about her reaction to his question about, do you love Kazuya? So this is kind of making me kind of dislike Chizuru. I mean, it really is. I started to like her in the cartoon, but then when I started reading the comic book and I got past the Hawaii part, I thought after they had where she kissed him in Hawaii, that she would start dating him or whatever, or get closer to him. But instead, they just end up living together for a little bit, and I mean, he helps her out. He takes care of her when she's sick, and everything, and when she's on her period, and he helps her out, and she likes that, and it makes her feelings more deeper for him. But yet, she still does not tell him that she loves him. But she does tell him after their date, the first date, really. And she tells him, I might be in love with you. But she goes, I can't date you because of my lifestyle, the Rent-A-Girlfriend gig and stuff like that, my acting. So, and she also mentioned earlier to him that if she ever had a boyfriend, she would quit the Rent-A-Girlfriend gig because it wouldn't be fair to him while she's going on a date with other men. Even though she's not kissing other men, but still, these men could get aggressive and try to kiss her, whatever. So yeah, it wouldn't be fair. And Kazuya wouldn't really like it if she was still going on dates. But yet she said she likes being a Rent-A-Girlfriend because she gets to go different places and stuff. And it's a lot of fun. So now she's changing things around. It's confusing him. So anyway, as it goes on to this, her memory of her grandmother, grandmother's alive, told her when she was young, when she's a teen, because she had boys asking her out when she was in high school to go out to date them, and she didn't know what to say, so she told her grandmother about it, and the grandmother said, I had all kinds of boys after me, I went on dates and stuff, but then I met your grandfather, and he told me that he would die. He would go on top of a mountain and jump and kill himself if he couldn't be with me. She goes, I took that to heart, she goes, so, and I loved him, so she goes, I married him. And she goes, if you know your answer to these questions that these boys are asking for dating you, then you, she goes right here, if you know your answer, then turn them down immediately and let them move on to someone else. Grandmother's wise woman. I mean, she already turned down Kazuya several times, rejected him several times, and then also at the date there, their first date, she rejected him, but yet she's telling him she might be in love with him. She loves his family and stuff because they take care of her, and they also show that they love her as well. And she took out the ring saying, I don't think I deserve to wear this because of my lifestyle and stuff. So she don't want to date him. She turns him down, rejects him, and he was really hurt about that. And then the next day when he went to go leave in the cab, he's moving out of her grandmother's house and he's going to a new apartment in the city, and she goes and leans into the cab and kisses him. That really messed with his mind. You could tell in the look on his face, it really messed with his mind. Then when he got home, he was still in the daze. It was still messing with his mind. And he even was thinking about, why did she do that? Why? And it really hurt him. She didn't want to be with him, but yet she's kissing him. And then there was a scene where after she did that, she is off to the side. I don't know if I can find it. Also, when she asked him to help her out, he helped her out, and she also, during the earthquake, he just almost fell down on him. He was trying to protect her so nothing would fall on her. She went and pulled him close. She wanted to kiss him again. Here, she wanted to kiss him again. But yeah, she goes like this and she pulls him close, and he's like wondering why is she doing this? What is she up to? And then after that, she goes like this. She goes, you got a leaf stuck here. And she went to grab up by his ear and his hair and pulled something off, and then he just rolls off and he goes, and he nice, and he goes, thanks. And then he runs off. And then she comes down to here. She shuffles her feet a bit. He's off thinking, a leaf? A freaking leaf? Really? And then she's laying there, and then she pulls up her hand. Guess what's in her hand? Nothing. Then she's looking, and she says this, wasn't that a pretty lame for an excuse. Yeah, pretty lame, huh? But anyways, what was this one about? Oh yeah, this is where she tells Umi, no thank you, that she denied Umi, and she tells him, because she's saying, I'm hoping it'll be me, because she's rejecting him, and she goes, that's where I'm at, and then it's right here. So I'm sorry, right now, I want to face that person wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly, that means with all her heart. And Umi contacts Kazuya. He wants to talk. Okay, and before that, when he called him on the phone, and he called him the night before, actually this is like the day after, he talked to Chizuru, and he called Kazuya that night, and he asked if they could speak on the phone. They did at Kazuya's work. And then afterwards, they're outside talking. They went to a restaurant to have coffee, and they talk. Then he goes, she said that she might be in love right now, and that she wants to face that person with all her heart. And he told him that she rejected him. Right here. To be honest, she rejected me the other day. She said that she might be in love right now, and that she wants to face that person with all her heart. She tells him that, okay? But get this, the next page. And this was chapter 409, okay? So chapter 397, this is after she walks off from Umi, and she's going down some type of walkway here. And she just got off the phone with, guess who? Kazuya. He asked her out for July 11th. And she said yes, she wants to. And she said that she was sorry. I'll show you that. And she goes right here. She goes, I confuse myself sometimes. I said that I didn't want to make you wait any longer. But whenever it's about you, it's like I become a complete different person. I'm really sorry. And then he goes, congratulations about your play, because she has a play coming up that she's working on. So he congratulates her. He goes, I'm happy for you. And he goes, really, you don't have to worry about me. Just focus on doing your best. And she goes, huh? And he goes, well, you don't need me to tell you that. And then, that's all I wanted to ask. Talk to you later, because he asked her out and she said yes. She goes, I'm looking forward to it on July 11th. And she goes, yeah. And he goes, yeah, for sure. And she goes, see you later. Then after that, they hung up, and he's all happy. And then here he is laughing. And then here she is, and she's looking at her phone. And there's his little fish picture. And then she shuts off her phone, and there she is. She's smiling, got this big smile. And then she walking away, saying, all right. Now, that seemed like a good sign, okay? That did. That did seem like a good sign to me. Until this. She goes on and she meets Mimi. And this is chapter 414. She meets Mimi, goes in a restaurant, and they're talking. And Mimi's trying to get it out of her about the kiss and everything. And then after that, you see a picture of her grandmother showing up in heaven to meet her husband. And her husband's crying. And then Mimi's asking her straightforward from the horse's mouth that she said that she would date Kazuya if she didn't have all this stuff like the play or whatever, or Rent-A-Girlfriend. And she said she would, and she goes, that's hypothetical, and she goes, that's a good thing. Then after that, she was starting to be a bitch. Chizuru was being a bit like a cold-hearted bitch. And Umi didn't see through that she's being a cold-hearted bitch. So they're talking about the kiss here and stuff. And then after that, Chizuru is so cute, she says, and then her look and everything. That's a nice picture of her. Good artwork. So it goes down to here, and she's thinking about what to say next, and she's thinking about how she rejected Kazuya at the pier, where she told Kazuya that she loves him, that she thinks she's in love with him, but yet she can't date him, can't be with him. And I guess what happened at Dabada wasn't enough to steal the deal, huh? She was putting it that way makes me sound full of myself, but I didn't lie, you know. It's not that I didn't understand his feelings. I just didn't reach a point where I want to be in a relationship. See? She's being a cold-hearted bitch. Sorry for saying bitch. Sorry. She claims that it's her problem. You're overcompensating. I think there are some things that you can only realize after starting dating. You should just date him already. I know that I'm no good. Huh? If I start dating someone casually and I decide to care for that person, the relationship will kind of just drag on, even if I fall out of love. I'm not trying to say that it's what's best for him. Is it the right thing to do, or is it just an ideal? I don't think anyone can say for sure. And then she goes, oh, that's how she sees it. And then she's describing to her about how love can be and everything. And what she's being is just a bitch, more or less. She's saying it in a nice way that she's being a bitch, that she's never given up. I'm just saying that it's ideal to never give up on thinking about the right thing to do. That's just refusal to accept failure. Failures are what makes us stronger. There's a difference between failure making you stronger and planning it so that you never fail in the first place. See, she's overcompensating again. See, no matter what you do in life, no matter if you practice so hard to be a good martial artist or even a good artist, you know, drawer, painter, anything, or even a musician playing the guitar or the drums, sometimes you will fail at what you're trying to do for a new song or something, or your new artwork. You might mess it up, you know? Or if you're cooking, like say you're a chef and you're cooking something and you screw it up, that's failing right there because you messed it up. You messed up the dish. But yet, it seems like this character Chizuru really can't accept failure no matter what. She seems to be a bitch. Like the creator of the comic book is turning Chizuru into a cold-hearted bitch. Sorry, I said bitch again, but anyways, it's the only way to describe the character because I'm starting to dislike the character. I really am. I'm starting to dislike her. But the way he puts it, the ironclad lady or the iron lady. No, it's just plain the B word. You're impossible to reason with, you know. I can say the same about you. So these are both two stubborn women. And she's thinking she's way too cautious. She's a woman of steel. And then here's Chizuru's eating and, you know, drinking. They're drinking together, having alcohol. And then she's thinking about Kazuya and that how he said right here, besides he told me, that he wait 10 to 20 years. He told me that he wait however long it takes until I said that I loved him. And she can't believe that Kazuya said that to her. As I said, step on my heart as many times as you want. Reject me as many times as you want. Until I'm dead. Or I'm too old to have kids anymore. That's just not right. What, he's gonna wait until she says she loves him, but yet she can desire for her to go out and date other men, be with other men. That's not right. That's not right. He'll be holding himself off and not being with nobody, waiting for her. That is not right. And then here's Mimi thinking about how Kazuya said, when I go out with someone, I want to be sure that my girlfriend likes me as well. Then here, she goes, of course, I know that's an aggravation. He can't wait forever. And then Chizuru goes, I'm just taking advantage of his kindness. Oh, the Iron Lady's coming out. Or should we say the B word? I still can't help but think about how nice it would be if we could both feel the same before becoming a couple. So now she's having this little open part of her. And then it comes down to this. So please, for just a little longer, let me take advantage of his kindness. So that's end of the comic where we see Chizuru with Mimi or anything, but yet there's other pieces of the comic where he's meeting up to meet up a rental girlfriend. And guess who it is? It's Sumi. Yeah, cute Sumi. And he's wanting her advice there to help him out, how to tell Chizuru how he feels about her. He's already done it, playing out, saying he loves her and everything. Even when he was drunk, he said it. So she knows. She's just taking advantage of him. She just wants to take advantage of his kindness, go on a date and stuff, and that's it. Then after the date, oh no, I still don't want to be with you. Blank rejection. And it's like, that is just plain wrong. But yeah, that's what happens. And so we don't see Chizuru in the next couple of episodes, because here you see a picture of her, and this is episode 420. And if you look at his website, the creator, episode 420, yeah. This is it, and it just shows a real picture with his drawing of Chizuru in it. And it shows Sumi here at the library, and she took Kazuya there to check out books of love, of poetry and stuff, to give him a hint about how to describe things, how to describe his way he feels to Chizuru. And she also, in, what was it, 419, she asked him, is it the same person we talked about before, where he talked to her about helping someone that, you know, their grandmother's dying and stuff like that, and he wants to do something to help them and he can't, and he don't know how. And he told her that, and they cried together over by some river bank, whatever. I can't remember if it was a river bank or what, but they were sitting down, and there was water off a ways, like a little river. And he told her yes. And then she put things together, Chizuru. How she also talked to Chizuru about this person that's in love with her, and that she don't know if she's in love with him. She don't know how she really feels. And she told Chizuru that she'll do the right thing. And she asked if that person was loyal to her and, you know, cherishes her and supports her. And she said yes to every single one of them, in which Kazuya did do that. No matter what, no matter how she treats him, he is so loyal to Chizuru no matter what. And they're not even dating, they're not even married, they're not engaged, nothing. And he bends over backwards for her, literally. He does everything he can for her. He even goes and he kept on renting her out to help her out so she can have money for her rent, money for food, money for, you know, paying for her classes for acting. And he also made it come true for her to be able to be in a movie and be on the silver screen and have her grandmother watch it. But the poor lady was dying, but he got the edit of the movie and he brought it to her in the hospital and he let her watch it. So my grandmother did watch it before she died, a little bit of it. So it goes to show he fulfilled her dream, literally. I mean, I get choked up reading this story, and also when I was watching it on the cartoon, it was a good story. I mean, he did everything bent over backwards, and it reminds me of myself when I was younger. I was like that. I was in love with a girl. I would do anything for her. She needed money, gave it to her, no matter what I had. But and at the time I was smoking cigarettes. She wanted cigarettes, I gave it to her. Anything. She wanted my jacket because she was cold, I gave it to her. Anything. I would give her the shirt off my back. I would do anything for her. I would help out her family. I did this and that. Got her a ride someplace else. And the thing is, when I got her a ride someplace else, didn't realize she was going to see another guy. And yeah, I weren't a boyfriend. I weren't going out with her. I just hanged around with her, and I was just hoping that it would happen. I was just hoping it would happen. I know when I went to go confess my feelings for her, and she wasn't with nobody at the time, as far as I know, she wasn't, because at least that's what she told me, she wasn't. And so I confessed my love to her, and she turned me down, just like in this comic book. Rent-A-Girlfriend, Chizuru turned down Kazuya on their first date. They had fun on the date and everything, and it reminds me that I took this girl on a date too, and we had fun. Then after that, after I confessed my love, she turned me down. Just like Chizuru did in the comic book to Kazuya. I mean, they're not the same scenery and stuff, but they're more or less similar, the same. But yeah, so it reminds me of that, and it kind of hurts me in the heart, just bringing up that old wound. So, anyways, I hate what the creator is doing. He's messing with people's minds with the whole damn thing, you know, about how Chizuru acts about it and stuff, but yet she's acting all nice and sweet to Kazuya just so she can use his kindness again and go on another date, so maybe she gets gifts and stuff or whatever, or maybe money out of him. And then after that, she's just gonna dump his freaking ass. You know, she's gonna dump him. She's gonna reject him again. She's just gonna reject him and just keep on rejecting him. And then after that, what? She's gonna be with a different person? And the thing is, there's characters in the comic book and also in the cartoon. Female characters, the pretty, the cute, like, what was her name? Ruka. Ruka was his girlfriend for a little bit, which is on Trial Standards. Okay? And Ruka was showing her affections towards him, want to be huggy-duggy and want to kiss and stuff. She was the one that kissed him more than once. And she also wanted to do more than that, too. And she even said so in private, out loud to him. And still, he wouldn't give her a chance. I thought he was going to maybe give Ruka a chance. He almost did. But then he saw Chizuru go into the karaoke place that he worked at with Mommy. And so that stopped him from making a commitment to Ruka. That he was going to give up on Chizuru because he didn't like it. Seemed like he was going any place. And this was before her grandmother died too. Or was it afterwards? I'm thinking. No, it was before. It was way before. Yeah, it was way before he even thought about getting a crowdfunding to make a movie with her. So yeah, it was way before then. So when he saw that, he just stopped, and he stopped what he was going to do. Of him saying that he wanted a commitment with Ruka, and he stopped, and he changed his mind. So, and get this, what was it? Mommy is starting to show more interest in him now. I think she's more or less jealous because he's in love with Chizuru, and Chizuru's being a bag towards him, you know. And Mommy sees it that she's a user, and it makes her jealous. She's pissed off about it. So she's trying to break them up, or get him to change his mind about Chizuru, and she was more or less thinking about taking Kazuya back. Almost. The thing is, what is she going to do? Take him back for a little bit and then dump him? Hurt him all over like she did in the first place? And that what drove him to go and rent a girlfriend anyways? Yeah. But here, Sumi. It was one time she went on a date with Kazuya. And it was her practice date with him. It was the second one. And he was helping her out to open herself up to be more relaxed around people and stuff, and to have a good time, even though she's kind of shy and she don't talk that much. He had a good time with her, and then she comes back and she says, because they were at the water world, Sea World, for, sea wildlife, and she goes, I have a crush. And he goes, huh? And then she goes, and she kind of froze right there. She was trying to admit that she has a crush on Kazuya. She likes Kazuya. And then after that, she goes, we're crushing it. And she does like him. And every time, she even knows his birthday and stuff now. So, you know what she does? She gets gifts for him for Christmas. She gets gifts for him on his birthday. And so far in the comic strip, she got 2 gifts for him on his birthday. And it shows that she cares about him. She likes him. She likes him a lot. Too bad she didn't come out in the open and say that she's in love with him. But then again, that could ruin her poor character, because he's in love with Chizuru and he'll turn her down. Well, because he's still following Chizuru around like a little puppy dog. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I mean, the season 5 of Rent-A-Girlfriend is not in English, so anyone that's American or English, no matter if it's in a different country for English or whatever, British English and American English is the same, just that British English has a different accent. And they have a little bit different slang too. But anyways, still English. And the comic book, they dubbed the comic book quick. It's easy to do that, but the thing is, for the cartoon, it's not dubbed in English. I can't watch it because, sorry, I ain't gonna do subtitles. I don't do subtitles because it just ruins the whole process of watching the movie. Because if you're concentrating on the story, which is the subtitles, you're gonna miss parts of the movie. You won't be able to see the movie. Watch what's going on. You're gonna miss things. And it's kind of hard to look back up and down to, look down real quick. The subtitles are going to stay for so long. And if you're able to look up, the action is going to stay for so long on the screen too. So you're going to be missing something. So I don't like watching shows with subtitles. It has to be either in English or I don't watch it. I'm not going to become a fan of it. I was a fan of the cartoon because it's in English and I'm able to watch it that way, listening to it. But now it's season 5 and it's only in Japanese. Sorry. You're pushing me away when you do that. So to the creator and stuff of Rent-A-Girlfriend, and also the people who's doing the cartoon, and also to Crunchyroll, who is supporting Rent-A-Girlfriend's cartoon and having it on their app. If it's not in English, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna follow it no more. In fact, if it keeps up, I am just gonna take Rent-A-Girlfriend off my list to watch. I got other cartoons on there that I like that is pretty good. And in fact, I'll show you one of them. Here we go. Not that one, excuse me. Hungary. I like Hungary. There's other things I'm looking for other cartoons to watch and stuff. But here, Hungary. Even though they didn't finish the cartoon, they only got like 2 seasons on it, but it's good. And it got a good story. And I like it. And it's funny. It got these 2 little girls in it that fight. One that pretends to be a vampire and another one that's dressing up like a little nun. So it's cute when you see them 2 get together and they fight. But yeah, Hungary is about this teenage boy, 17 years old, named Kobako. Kobako? Is it Kobako or Kobata? They nicknamed him Taka. But anyways, Coda. Yeah, there we go. It's Coda. That's how you pronounce it, Coda. He joins this neighbors club at school, and they're in a Catholic school. So he joins because this girl right here, Yozora, gets him to join, and she's also his old best friend from when they were kids. And he thought his old best friend when they were kids was a boy. He didn't know she was a girl because she dressed in boys' clothes. And she fights like a boy. So anyways, as a teenager now, he gets transferred back to the school, and she's in the same class, and she sees him. She recognizes him right off, but yet he don't recognize her. So they never really spoke right off yet. And then after that, she speaks. They talk for a little bit, and then she goes and makes up this club called the Neighbors Club. Neighbors Club is for students who wants to make friends. They have a hard time making friends. So she puts out a flyer for it too, just to make it look good. But yet she just more or less wanted to make the club just for him and her. That's it. So anyways, they start that, and on the first day, Thena, the director of the school's daughter, she's very brilliant, she's very smart, and she's very athletic. She learns things, picks things up real quick, even swimming. And she loves video games. That's one of her pastimes, video games. You know, these rom-com video games and stuff. So she joins. And then after that, what was the other one that joined? Let's see. Rika joins, and she's a scientist. Then after that is Yoromasi. This one. And this one poses as a boy, even though she's a girl. But come to find out, all of them pretty much, all except for, and then you got the little nun girl that's part of it too, and also his sister, which is around the nun's age too, around 10. And they're all part of the group. And it's all girls, and he's the only boy in it. And all these girls pretty much has feelings for him. Yozora falls in love with him, and she still likes him from when they were kids. And Yoromasi falls in love with him. She was already had a crush on him anyways. And Sina, right here, that's her name, Sina. She's rich and everything, and she got big breasts. She's beautiful. She falls in love with him because the day that she asked him to teach her how to swim, because she was never taught how to swim. So he takes her to a pool. They meet up at the pool and they go, and he teaches her, and she picks it up real quick. She becomes real good at it. And then while he goes to the bathroom, these guys go and hit on her. These thugs go and hit on her. There's like 4 of them, and she's telling them off because they're calling her a tease and a bitch and whatever, because she wouldn't go out with them because she said no to them asking her out. So Coda comes over and he goes, "Hi, Cena." He goes, "Sorry it took me so long." And then those boys go, "Huh? Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm with her." Then the other guys go, "Well, she never said that she had a boyfriend." And he didn't say nothing. He just puts his head down, shaking it. Then after that, as the guys are starting to leave, Cena goes and calls them a bunch of names and also tells them, "You better kneel down and kiss my friggin' feet. And, say you're sorry after what you said to me." And those boys go, "What? Never." And one kid went to go punch her. And so Coda went and jumped in front of her, grabbed the boy's arm, blocked it and grabbed it. And then he goes, "Fighting ain't the answer." And then the kid goes, "What?" He goes, "Let go of me." Then he went, twist his arm around the back of him. But in the comic book, it was different. In the comic book, Coda was using a Japanese Aikido and stuff and karate and kicking ass on all 4 of them. So it was a lot better than the cartoon. But in the cartoon, he just twists his arm. Then after that, he pulls his hair back and he looks at the others. He goes, "Your best bet is to walk away." He goes, "I'm warning you right now." And then they go, all right. So he lets that guy go and they walk away. He goes, "Good choice." And then after that, they left and he turned around and looked at her and she made a comment. And she goes, "That's a good thing you came along." She goes, "You saved the day." And then she goes, "Those idiots, they had it coming to them." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "There was only one idiot here and it was you. They were going to walk away in the beginning when I just showed up. But no, you had to go and aggravate it. You almost got hurt here." He goes, "There's more guys out there worse, that's more dangerous than them." He goes, "You got to stop this." He goes, "You got to be more careful." She goes, "What? I could have taken care of myself." He goes, "Yeah, right." He goes, "Fine." And then she goes, "No." And then he shook her. He grabbed her shoulder and shook her. And he goes, because she was putting him down. She goes, "What are you lecturing me for?" He goes, "Because you need a lecture." He goes, "For what you just did?" He goes, "If I weren't here, you would have been hurt. And there's more people out there that are more dangerous and scarier than those guys." And she goes, "You actually care about me, don't you?" And he goes, "Of course I care about you." He goes, "I'm not going to let anybody hurt you while I'm around." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't know that." And then she goes, "Sorry." She started to change her attitude. She goes, "I'll be careful next time." He goes, "Yeah, all right, good." Then after that, they leave. And when they're on the bus to go back home, she's sitting across from him. And then she looks over and she's thinking to herself, "This is the first time a boy my age actually said and showed that they cared about me, that they worried about me." And she was smiling. She looked over at Coda, and he looked back at her, and then she turned away. That's when she fell in love with him. So, in the comic book for Hangari, I have no friends. Oh, I don't have many friends. Again, yeah, I don't have many friends. In the comic book, it goes further to where, at the end in the cartoon, he runs away from Cena in one of the episodes where there was a school counselor trying to shut down their club, and Cena jumped up and protected, and you don't got an advisor, really? Well, the little girl here that's playing to be a nun ain't a nun, and she's not an advisor, she's not a teacher, so you don't have a club. It's illegal. So after that, Cena got on the phone to her dad, and her dad made little Maria an honorary sensei teacher, because she is very smart and she can be a teacher. So he did. So the club was saved, and then after that, after the girl left, Cena started still talking and saying that she was in love with Coda, and that she wanted to, you know, that because they were betrothed by their parents when they were younger, and she goes, I'm sorry. She goes, I regret canceling our marriage and our engagement. She goes, but now I want it back. She goes, will you marry me? I want to marry you. Will you marry me? Because I want to be back engaged to you, and I want to marry you. She goes, after what you've done for me and stuff, she goes, I want to be with you. So she admitted her feelings to him, and he goes, what? What did you say? That game was so loud, I didn't hear nothing. So, yeah, he heard it all, but he just didn't want to accept it or admit it. So he runs off a little bit for about a week or so, and he helps out the council people for a little bit, just being nice. And then after that, he goes back to the club after he has a little fight with Rika. Rika has these flying balls going around and stuff like that on the roof, and friggin' she got Coda up there, and she used the balls to go hit him and stuff like that. Then after that, he asked her if she wanted to be friends. She goes, friends? She goes, we're already friends. Then after that, she talked him into going to see Cena and tell her how he feels, because she needs to know. So he goes, in the comic book here, he goes and he's gonna tell her, and he tells her, and he apologized to her for him taking off like he did, and for not showing up at the club for a long time. And then he goes, I love you. I want to do things to you. I want to be with you. I want to be sexually with you and everything. And he said, I want to touch your boobs, your butt, everything. I want to be with you just like what's in your games. He goes, I want to be with you that much. He goes, but I can't, because it will ruin the Neighbors Club, and I don't want to do that. He goes, Neighbors Club is the only place where I feel like home when I'm at school. He goes, so I don't want to ruin it. And if I date anyone, it's going to ruin it. It's going to change it, and I don't want to do that. So he's asking her, can you be patient and wait? He goes, I'll be thinking about this, and he goes, sooner or later, it's not going to last forever. He goes, and I will change my mind. He goes, can you wait? So she puts her foot on his head and literally. And I'll see if I can find that instant. It's funny. Ah, here we go. Here it is. There's in color right there, but yeah. She's putting her foot right on him. Kodaka. Yeah, I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. Kodaka, that's his name. So right here, Kodaka, you can't possibly be serious, can you? And then here's Rika, and he's a member of the fight he had with her and stuff like that, and she told him, you gotta go down, you gotta talk to Cena. So they're talking there and stuff. She's getting to, you know, to go down to confess his feelings to her. And then after that, cause he's all bruised up from what she did with those balls. There's one of the balls. But also, while him and her were fighting, actually he wasn't really fighting her, it's just that she was taking those balls and hovering around in the air and pounding the heck out of him. So anyhow, and then he goes, he goes here, he goes back. There she is standing. See, Cena is a beautiful girl. Beautiful blonde girl. And then she goes in, he sees her there, and he goes, hi, hey, hurry. And then Rika is behind her going, saying, hurry, go on. And then he goes up. You really showed up, she said, huh? Rika emailed me. She said to wait here because she was going to fetch you. Like how beautiful she is. Big breasted and everything, beautiful girl. Athletic. Then he goes, that means you already know why I came back. And she nodded. And he looks at her and she looks at him. And then he goes, well then, Rika doesn't want to be a third wheel, so she'll be back later. And she starts to walk off. Kodaka goes and grabs her shoulder. No way, you're staying here. Nope, stay here. And she's like, no, I can't handle this. And then after that, she lowers down to sit down by this, by the sideline here and just watch. And there's Cena just looking at him. She's looking at him. And he goes, Cena, Kodafaka, how do you feel about Cena? He's remembered about how Rika one time asked him about it. He says, I don't feel anything particular. He was lying. To me, it was blank, really? And like, who? Hey, you're, and then blank, as if, and then he's like, remembering everything about Cena, looking at her, how beautiful she is and everything, and it goes down. I'll be your hostage and stuff, hanging out. You really aren't like the other boys, she said to him. And then he goes, Cena, I love you. And she's like, what? She's all surprised, but I'm not going to go out with you. And she's like, what? And then Rika's behind going, oh my. And then here's Cena just putting things to her head, trying to get her thoughts straight. She goes, hey, huh? What? What's that supposed to mean? I'm stuck in an infinite loop. I love you. I want to do all kinds of things to you. I want to touch you in all kinds of ways. Cena's like gasping, touch? Then he goes, I even want to do dirty stuff. That always happens in your games. I've felt this way since we first met. And she's like, question, huh? And ever since I accidentally saw you naked when I stayed over at your place that time, I've thought about getting to touch your boobs. Right, this is second. I want to snuzzle them or lean on them. And not just your boobs, I want to touch your legs and your butt. I want to kiss you. And she's like, what? That's right, I was holding myself back before I even realized it. If you were my girlfriend, I get to do all kinds of stuff like that whenever I want, right? That's incredible. Honestly, it'd be a miracle. And then she goes, huh, I wouldn't let you do it whenever you wanted. Why are you saying that stuff? And she goes, shut the fuck up. To me, the Neighbors Club is, but I still won't go out with you. And then she goes, what? Why not? Because if we started dating, the club would change. And for me, just the fact that the Neighbor Club exists, the fact that I even met you, is most miraculous thing ever. It's just as amazing as you saying you love me. So please, Cena. And he bows down. Somewhere I want to stay, even if it means suppressing how I feel. I'll restrain my feelings, so please restrain yours. And she's looking at him. That was my selfish request. To keep the club the way it is been all this time, I won't go out with you. I won't go out with anyone from the club. And she's just standing there. Does she look in the neighbor's club or Cena? I can't choose one over the other. I know it's an unrealistic fantasy thinking I can make things stay this way forever and ever. I know that at some point I'll really have to make a choice. Then she goes, you say you don't want to lose the one place where you can really be yourself. This is Rika thinking this. But what good is it if you keep all your real feelings inside where no one can reach you? Because Rika said that to him when they were fighting. And he goes, I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if I make a mistake. I want to keep working this out for myself to see if this exact moment is the point where I finally have to make a choice. I just can't convince myself that making a decision always the right move, or no matter what the circumstances are. And he goes, Cena, please help me protect the neighbor's club. Please choose not to act on your feelings. So I choose both. And it shows a sword going down on him, sneak, but there ain't no sword. It's just imagination. It was a foot going down on the back of his head. She's stepping on him. She's pissed. You can't possibly be serious, can you? And then she's stepping on him again. I'm dead serious. And if I refuse, I'll do my best to persuade you. And if I still said no after that, I work even harder to persuade you. And then Kodaka, do you have any clue what you're asking? And he goes, I do. No, you don't. You do not. You seriously expect me to act like nothing happened, even though we both love each other? What do you take me for? Do you seriously think God would let something so stupid happen? I don't care if God allows it. I care whether you do. Cena, I'm begging you. And she's looking, she's furious. She's stepping on him, grinding her foot right into the back of his head. And then she's like looking, and she's about crying too. You realize how much I hate being patient, right? And he goes, yeah, I do. My life goal is to get everything I want. Just thinking about having it to be patient or compromise makes me sick. Patience is for ordinary people who do not have the power to go after what they want. A perfect person like me isn't cut out for that garbage. Clap. She takes her foot off him. There's no way anyone I have taken a liking to is a pathetic guy. He remembers her saying that to him. I know. I fell in love with you because of who you are. And then she's starting to cry. You live in this honest way that some common guy like me could never imitate. The way you live dazzles me. I love it. And then here's Rika. She's starting to cry about it. And then she's remembering, is romantic love worth more than friendship, or is friendship worth more than romantic love? I still don't know the answer. At least for now, I'll graciously do what you're asking. And he looks up, seeing her, and then after that, she goes and stomps. Don't look up my skirt. Don't you go getting the wrong idea, okay? It's not like I agree with all that crap you just said. Yes, ma'am. So, like I said, don't get the wrong idea, Kodaka. But, yes, man, the only reason I'm being patient is because I love you. Got it? And she's really upset. She's furious. I don't like to believe in this choice. And I don't like to, I like to believe in his choice that he was able to get even Kazuka, Cena herself to compromise. Oh, I guess that was Rika thinking that. I don't have many friends. Sorry, did you say something? And she's stepping on him. And then there's Rika's getting upset because he's doing the same crap again. And he goes, force of habit. Thank you, Stina. I'm sure things will turn out fine. And that was the end of that one. So yeah, that was a good one. I like it that he comes out and says that he's in love with her. It puts a good perspective in the comic book, but I wish they would have turned this part, the rest of the comic book, into the cartoon. It would be great, but they didn't. And it's been what? How many years? Yeah, it's been what, 2011 to 2013. That's how long the cartoon went for. Excuse me. And now look, it's like 2026. It's been over 10 years. So I don't think there's going to be another installment for this at all. Too bad. It's a good cartoon. I loved it. Too bad. Wish they would start it back up because it was good. I found it to be more better than Rent-A-Girlfriend. As these ones, I was reading that off and showing you some of the comic strips of this cartoon because it's good. I mean, the comic book's good. I'm not sure if the comic book's still going on or what, but anyways, the log here for it, let's see, starts at 99, and I only went as far as 75 right now. But in 99, there's other things to it, so I'm not sure. See, yeah, the comic book stopped right here. It was last published in September 7th, 2024. So that was like 2 years ago. They should have kept the comic book going and going. I mean, look at Rent-A-Girlfriend comic. Rent-A-Girlfriend's comic book is like right in the 400s for chapters. But yeah, for the cartoon for Rent-A-Girlfriend, ain't being dubbed into English yet. So it's really ticking me off that I can't watch it. So as can't watch it, I might as well just forget about following the whole damn cartoon period and just take it off my list and not bother. And also, I won't bother with the comic book online either anymore. So yeah, I won't be buying his comic book pages anymore. Sure, it's not much. It's like, what, $1? So, but then again, I really don't have to pay for anything for Rent-A-Girlfriend comic book either. I can go onto these other sites and read it for free. But if there ain't going to be no more English version for Rent-A-Girlfriend as a cartoon, then I'm just not going to bother following the comic book anymore. It'll be a waste of time. So, I'm done. So take care of everyone. And please, if you're English, go complain to the comic book artist and also Crunchyroll for not having English dub English dub version out. So have a good one.